Where I'm from here in Appalachia, if you want to get back at somebody, you just call social service on them, or DCS or DFS, depending on what state you're in, try to get their kids taken from them. Kind of like Battleship for country folk, but with kids. It's the vast majority of the subject matter I'm about to present to you in this video here. Well, this story I'm about to tell you. See, it starts with my buddy Cameron. Well, we called him Scammering because he was a good dude, but he'd get your ass if you wasn't paying attention. You know, one of them people that die in a small town, you're like, he was a good dude. He was a piece of shit, but he was a good dude. You know, like when people start busting people wearing wires and shit, he wouldn't bust me. That was Scammering. You gotta try and feed people like that with a long handled spoon, that way you don't get bit. Anyway, old Scammering just got him 5 years because he decided to go steal a V-Dot motor grader and hook it up to his mom-in-law's trailer up on Hazel Mountain and drag some bitch all the way to the courthouse to prove to the police they've been cooking that high-speed chicken feed in there. He's one of them real patriotic people that wears all the gear and shit, does all the political upkeep on his vehicle, on his clothes, and his social media pages and shit like that. Give yourself a nickname. Trashy dudes in the country, after it goes so long and nobody gives them a cool nickname, they just assign themselves one, especially if they do a couple weekends in jail. Everybody calls me Cornbread. Everybody calls me. Ain't nobody calling you nothing. When is the last person that called you any of that? Doing all that country boy personified shit. Got Upchurch playing on a dollar store Bluetooth speaker on a 10-speed Huffy. He's riding to the damn town to get his check cashed. How you doing, man? Everybody at the holler calls me Bear. No, they don't. They don't. They've never called him that. They ain't calling you none of that, James. They calling you dumbass, dipshit, and broke. These people get so personified with themselves. I don't know if they're a fucking rock and roll star. Don't know if they're a wrestler, a meth head. They definitely melunging. That's one thing we know 110% for sure. Feel this knot right here on the back of my head, son. That means my papa's side was melunging, son. My mama being part Cherokee. That makes for one bad motherfucker, bro. Give me a ride to town. Got a couple bucks. I spend all my money on, you know. You take people like that at the gas station, they're walking around looking at sizing people and shit. Like, what's going on, man? You know me, they call me Moose. They call him all kinds of shit. Don't listen to him. Give you a nickname. Move, Mongo. That's what you look like. Mongo want beans. Move. I don't even know why you're in front anyway. I'm paying for all your shit. Excuse me. Sorry. Anyway, back to the social services calling all that shit. Well, they've been calling social services on him and his mommy. Well, he would call on them and they wouldn't do nothing about it, which is pretty much the way that social service offices work in the South, small towns of the country. They don't do shit except for fuck with the people that don't need to be fucked with. So he took it into his own hands. Mommy calls me and she's like, hey, Cameron's in jail. Can you come down here and get his dog from the courthouse? I was like, why the fuck has he got his dog at the courthouse? She didn't say that at the beginning, and I'm like one of my only friends that is allowed to have a so every time somebody calls me and talking about a dog and shit, I'm like, damn it. Oh yeah, he dragged the whole trailer down here off a mountain. I'm like, I'm gonna come down there with my phone and shit and video it. I get down to the courthouse, his mommy was there, okay? Her name's Tina. Her boyfriend, about 12 years younger than her, his name's Travis. So Travis and Tina. I've known him for years, my whole life. Travis calls me nephew. That resonates with me. Like, nephew. I get there, I'm trying to help, I'm trying to get a dog. He's all talking to me about some crazy shit about how he's gonna put a gas motor on this fucking Hot Wheels Jeep and shit like that and everything. I'm like, I don't give a shit, Travis. He's like, first of all, youngin', you know my name is Puddin', son. My old lady